Hello everybody, my name is Kalman and welcome to another Genshin Location TCG video. Today I'm gonna be playing a deck or a synergy I can't believe I missed throughout the entire patch, which is Yun Jin and Mavuika. Now Yun Jin obviously is a normal attacker, but she normal attacks for very cheap, and Mavuika gives you extra pyro whenever you normal attack and gets fighting spirit whenever you normal attack. So Mavuika can be a great finisher after Yun Jin, but also she gives you a discard target, and Yun Jin has discard synergy. She also has a prepare skill, and so does Yun Jin. I feel like there's so much to explore with these two, but for the time being, I will explore this version specifically, the traditional like combo Yun Jin OTK style of deck, because it won't really be able to be played the same way next patch, as Mavuika's skill will be nerfed to 3 cost, which will make it so that if you're ramping with the prepare skill, you won't be able to play Leo of Resonance on the same round. Currently, after you spend the 2, then the 1, then the 2, you're just left with 3. Next round, next patch, you're not going to be able to use either Leo Resonance or Liben, and that kind of sucks. So I want to do this while we still can. I will be exploring other versions of the deck, like other more like discard focused ones, or more like aggro focused ones, more prepare skill focused ones. But for the time being, I want to play this one because I can't believe I missed synergy this whole entire patch, and I just like randomly spotted it today while going through my character list for like looking for normal attackers to pair with Mavuika. But anyway, that's enough about me being stupid. Let's get into the games. Ooh, what am I looking at? Is there... Can the Electro-Assassin Mage get a double crystallize with Wolf? I don't think it can, right? I don't think so.
Anytime, any place.
This is a decent hand. I can go Wagner. Like I can go Mavuika skill, Wagner, Timaeus, Liben with Woven. Like I can use the Woven in order to do...
Burn it down.
in order to enable a Mavuika skill here for the 3 cost. And hopefully Timaeus draws me conductors. That's that's why he's in the deck currently. He did not, but that's also nice. Okay, that's the weapon I wanted though. Okay, so the main reason Timaeus is in the deck, like as opposed to previous version of Yun Jin, because Yun Jin usually doesn't run him. It's usually because she wants to run better like ramp / draw, and just use like generically good artifacts, like a bunch of 0 costs. But because I want to utilize the discard, then I'm gonna want conductors, and conductors actually costs dice, and so does gamblers. So if I get conductors round 1 off of Timaeus, I can play it for free, and then I can use this discount on the next round to overwrite it with gamblers later. But I guess that's not gonna happen this game. Huh. Yeah, I guess I just like go all in. Or go as all in as I can currently.
Let's get this show on the road.
I'm just gonna go with the usual like doing a bunch of cards line. It's not the prettiest line, but like it works. So I'm not complaining. Tune this one, tune this one, tune this one. That way I make sure my skill deals 3, and and I have 1 card in hand, so my normal attack actually gets cost reduced. Here I'm gonna be able to normal for 1, then burst for 3, and then normal for 1 again. Okay, this is very awkward. I really don't want to burst here, but I kind of have to. Or do I? How much dice am I gonna get? I'm gonna get 2 from gamblers. Why did I question how many dice I'm gonna get from gamblers? You know what? Yeah, let's burst.
Break a leg.
My normal attacks are gonna deal like 5 damage anyway, or like 3, like 4, 5, 6 damage somewhere around there. Yeah, it's 5 plus the 1 from Mavuika. Might as well burst there just to get the discount. And here I can normal attack again, which kills her. Again, this isn't a very Mavuika focused game or anything, but it does the job. I'm kind of torn about this matchup because I want to be able to show off. Okay, that's a ridiculously good hand. I wanted to be able to show off like the prepare skill ramp, but they're gonna overload me. Actually, no. Wait, they're not. Wait a second. Raiden Mavuika? I just now realized. How are you gonna make those work together? Is it possible? Because like, Mavuika doesn't have energy, and like you're not using Raiden's skill to buff up her burst or something. I don't know. But yeah, this being able to justify running Timaeus for exactly for conductors feels so good, because then I also can just like justify running Juniors out in seed box, get both the Wagner and the Timaeus, which is just incredible. Yeah, I'm playing the Wagner here, for sure. Okay, I was hoping for the other one, because if I have both of them, I can use one for Engulfing Lightning to give her 1 energy, and then the other to give her the actual weapon, the Jadewing Spear. But I guess this is still good. Like, it's still 2 weapons. It's still like, I'm still gonna be able to play a free weapon, one of which gives me energy, the other one gives me a discount. It's still good. And because I can play out the weapons before I swap to her, the conductors can guarantee discard the bike. Like the bike is so nice here. It's so nice. Cause like it's practically, wait a second. Did they just do that without any night song? Okay, cool. But like the conductor's bike combo is able to completely replace. Okay, this is incredible. It's able to completely replace the old tuning version of the deck, where you just like tuned away a bunch of your hand just to get down to 1 card. Now it does kind of like make it so you can't really run the talent, which is annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Do I rather the 2 cost discount or the 1 energy? It's the 2 cost discount for sure, yeah. Now, obviously this isn't a guaranteed target for conductors anymore, but now it is. I still had to tune here, which kind of invalidates the whole point of running conductors plus discard instead of tuning, but do I look like I care? Now hopefully I can, this Timaeus is gonna draw me gamblers. Gladiators is still fine, but I would rather the gamblers. Another conductors. It's not useless, I guess. At the very least, it's free. I can use it to override for Burr Princess. So, not the worst thing I've ever seen. But yeah, here if they burst me, I get to crystallize. I get to absorb 2 of the damage and then crystallize. Okay, swap is perfectly fine with me, because then My next normal attack just kills. I bet they're gonna technique, or at least try to, but she's gonna die beforehand. Oh no, they're doing nothing of the sort. They're actually healing her. Okay, cool.
Strike is one.
The flame.
Honestly, I don't know why I was like so hesitant on using the burst last round in order to kill a 1 HP target, because the burst only has 1 more damage than the normal attacks. Yeah, it technically, like the 1 extra damage plus the fact that it's elemental can be big, right? Like it can do some reaction stuff, but how much do I care? I think I'm gonna equip this just to make use of the discount, but now that I think about it, I have 2 Timaeus, so I could have just used the discount next round. Okay. So that was 1 round too late. If I had the gamblers last round, I believe... Did I have, at the very least, like a double kill? Yes. No? Yes? So that would be 3 plus... That would be 5 damage in normal attack. Yeah, I wouldn't have it. Because she was on 6 health.
Allow me.
So how do I do this? I equip this here. I then normal attack on Yun Jin. It's really awkward that the Gamblers was like the higher cost card, because then I couldn't like swap the Mavuika, make use of the conductors to get the skill to get the bike, then swap back to discard the bike. If it was like a 2 cost of any sort, I could have done that, but actually it was not. It was not. Oh wait, they used all of their dice. Okay, I have lethal. I can kill their entire team now. I burst here, right? I mean, kinda no reason not to, but also there might be a reason not to. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I get 3 dice here, and then my normal attacks cost 2. Yeah, I guess I don't have full on lethal, but yeah, I mean they're doomed. It's Yun Jin, they're doomed. Okay, so this matchup is why these lists usually run Edict of Absolution. Well, I don't know why I know the full name of the arcane. It's the... For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's the arcane that
Ready to ride.
makes you unfreezable. The one that they're about to buff. But they're not actually buffing it for this. Like this, it's kind of a nerf for this deck, because you only really need it for 1 round here. And you don't really need the heal. So it's like, it's a buff. But it's not a buff for this one, so I don't care. Jadewing Spear, please. Thank you.
Rise with the sun.
Interesting decisions to be made here. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. Because then I can spend 1 on the bike, 2 on the ramp, and then I can Woven to make sure I get Libanov. And then next round, I can do the last bit of ramping to like draw 4 cards. Or I could just hoard, I could just like use the 2 extra dice. Right, like I don't have to get the draw, but I might just do it anyway. Second Liben. I guess I could set up the nastiest turn like ever, but I'm not so sure about that one. Okay, I guess we'll see what Timaeus throws me here. Because if it's Gamblers, I think I'm just using the extra dice right away. If it's not, okay. Now I am ramping further, or like I'm drawing cards for sure. Yeah. How do I get to below, or to like 1 or below cards in hand here? Is there a way to do such a thing? Perhaps. Actually, I know how to do it. I tune all of the Geo, and then when I go on Yun Jin, I turn it back into
Rise to
Geo.
the sun.
Wait, no, but Conductors is gonna fix it, fuck. Well, I definitely played this one out, this one out. It discards the like, that's nice. So I still have too many cards in hand, is the unfortunate problem.
And step.
Turns out
Flags up.
Mavuika is too good. But I mean... I guess I might as well just kill her. Yeah, sure.
Flag fly. And step.
I guess I should have probably just full ramped.
This is just a...
I should have like used Leo resonance and everything. But it's not like, or like I should have actually tried to roll as few Pyro and Geo as possible at the beginning of the round. Yeah, I think that was the proper play here. It was to try and not get this much usable dice. Which is weird. Because if you know me, you know I tend to roll pretty unusable dice a lot of the time.
How brilliant!
Do I need Jadewing Spear here? I don't think so, actually. Also, I just realized that was like the stupidest play in the entire universe. I should have used the Conductor Stuff Head, like I should have went to Jinyan, used the Gladiators with the discount from the Flying Cloud Flag Formation. Then I swap back to Yun Jin and I do stuff. Yeah, let's just use the 1-cost kill.
Flag fly.
They have to swap. They didn't? Okay, you're just giga dead. You're like omega dead.
Am I...
There's no way to describe how dead you are. Also, I think this might be the same opponent as the first game, but I'm not sure. Because
Your grand
I forgot their name. But it might just be. I don't know. Either way, they're like Giga Omega super dead. G. G.
Fills the air.
This is probably the way to go. It was indeed the way to go, yes.
Ready to ride.
Oh hey, I haven't seen this deck since 3.7. How cool. Well no, I've probably seen it a bit later than that, but that's when it popped up and that's when people realized, wait a second, we could just be playing better decks. Also, this is absolutely not how you played it, right? It was like, you start on Nahida,
In the image of the wilderness.
because this was like a combo deck that dealt like, what was it, 20 damage by the end of the second round or something, if it high rolled. I remember seeing a number like that somewhere. Please, Wagner. Thank you. Yes, just one of the seed on one of the seed boxes. Sure. Okay. So I'm not using Mavuika skill, I am just using Leo Resonance and then feeding Liven. Yeah, we're cool. We're good. So I'm gonna be drawing a total of 5 cards. 2 at the end of the round, 2 at the start of the round, then an extra 1 at the start of the round, and then I'm getting 5 extra dice. Yeah, 5 extra dice. 5 cards.
I summon thee.
5 extra dice, 3 extra cards. Just I'm talking about extras. But yeah, it was like, I distinctly remember. Maybe I've just forgotten how to play this deck, but I'm pretty sure you started on Nahida. And also, isn't like Yai for Arena just like an outright better version of this deck? Like it tries to do the same thing, but like much easier. It's like much more consistent. That's just the OTK. That's just the combo. That's like the whole thing. I don't even gotta think this one through.
Let's get this show on the road.
This is just full combo. I could have done this without Mavuika. And to be fair, like Seahorse would have been better here because it would be 1 more extra card for free. But it is what it is. I've already showcased like a game where like I used the discard. Not that it mattered much, I dealt like 3 billion Yun Jin damage and only like 3 Mavuika damage. And then there's then I also showcased the game where I used like the prepare skill on Mavuika. But it kind of fucked me up. So like, the synergy here,
Unleash.
I will admit, is not perfect.
I see everything.
Like obviously there are better Yun Jin decks out there. Seahorse is probably just like outright better in like 99.9% of scenarios. But it's like, on paper, Mavuika fits so well that I just have to do it. You know what I mean? I just have to do it.
Break a leg.
Not water, too.
Wait, Ocean has a voice line when it gets hurt but not killed? Really?
Where is the pure land?
Oh, I guess they're not even gonna let me finish. I guess they just trust me I had it. I mean... Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a challenge. But also they're running the worst of the 2 prepare skill characters, so... There's that.
Anytime.
Pretty
any
damn
place.
good hand. Hopefully I get conductors here. from Timaeus. Okay. Smart choice. Wait, do I have... I don't have one dice left over, right? If I use Legend of Vanessa, I could have one dice left over to swap. But no, because I'm going first, I won't be able to like avoid the melt. So it is what it is. But yeah, honestly, I might have a chance here. Depending on what I draw, I might be able to OTK crab. Things are looking a bit worse for me now. Wait, no, they're not getting the melt on Sitlali. If they have soup, I guess they could still trigger the cryo. But no, then they would be applying cryo to the same character twice, and I would just swap away from her. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm confused by Storm Terrors there. What are we layering for?
Get to work.
Crab talent and Sitlali talent, they're both not worth layering for. Well, no, they are, but like they're also kind of not. Like, they're great talents, but I don't know about playing Storm Terrors there for either of them. You know what I mean? I probably should have kept less Geo so I can tune it away. Oh, Legend of Vanessa will fix that right up. But yeah, here I'm gonna draw 3 more cards. And some of them might not be outright playable. So I might need to tune them instead. Yep, like this one. Also, I don't have a free Jadewing Spear. Okay. So I'm gonna equip it anyway. Do this. Skill.
Light it up.
Get a discard target. And I still have a decent amount of dice to work with. It's not really like an incredible amount or anything, but it should be good enough, especially considering how little they did on round 1 and considering how much they could have done given that it's crab.
Let's get this show on the road.
Again, I'm entirely convinced. Like, there's a lot of people underrating crab. I feel like, and I feel like this is the main reason. It's because nobody knows how to stack shields. Apparently, every single time I play against a crab, or like I watch a crab over in China, where the only officially hosted tournaments are, they're always like either not playing crab, or when they are, nobody seems to understand the concept of like giving shields to the shield character. It's always like, hey, what if we did like everything completely wrong? What if we just like didn't play Millilith? Or like, what if we played Millilith, but when we drew it, we just didn't play it out? Or like, there's a situation where Millilith would be excusable, right? Like playing Tenacity would be really good. Or no. What am I talking about? There's situations where like playing Tenacity would, where like they do play Tenacity actually, but like it's not a good situation for it. Like it's the wrong scenario for tenacity. It's like there's always just like something a little bit off. Also, did they just soup Beto and then tandoori roast chicken completely separate of that? Yeah, so I'm entirely convinced Crab is only kept playable by propaganda. Like what the fuck was this? It's like when I watch tournaments, it's like, yeah, I don't know about Crab. It seems to lose a bunch to like decks that people are saying it should beat, and it's like, yep, that's what happens when you play the deck wrong. Yep. It's like, or like, it runs into Whale where the matchup is okay. Like its worst one of Crab's worst matchups right now is probably Whale, and even then the matchup is like literally only just okay. It's not even bad. And like, I feel like people are like, oh no, it loses every single time. It's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, nope, not even close actually. I would play, as a Crab player, it's like, if my option was to play Whale, which loses to like every single Mavuika aggro deck, and has like a decent matchup into Crab, and that's about it, or play Crab, which beats everything else and has a decent matchup into Whale, I'm picking the Crab, obviously. But it's like, it's in a weird situation where like China does not want to play it, or does not want to play a competent list, or like has like, or like plays it into like an okay matchup, one of its only matchups that isn't like an auto win basically, and it's immediately they start, I feel like they start doom posting. Like, oh no, Crab's unplayable. And it's like, no, maybe we should like actually try it out. Because it's like, every single time I look at statistics over in China throughout like the entire history of this game, it's like, why are you all a patch behind? Or why are you all weeks behind? What is happening here? It's like every single time a patch drops, we find like the obvious aggro deck everybody wants to play, everybody's queuing up, and then we find like the actually good decks, the actually like the best decks, the ones that can that can answer the aggro deck, or like that have a decent matchup into the aggro deck and like have a decent matchup into everything else. Or like we find the actual like best deck in the format. And then by the end of the patch, you look over on the Chinese tournament site and they're still playing the day one aggro deck, and it's like, so what, do we just not experiment after day one? Is that what happens? You find one playable deck and then you stick with that the entire patch? I don't think that's a winning strategy, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Break a leg!
Yeah. I mean, I've won this game so hard, but like, again, it's like they should. Crab's matchup into Yun Jin is like honestly kind of bad because I can break through all the shields, but in this case I couldn't. And like against like a good Crab list, I feel like they would have put up a lot more shields, right? Like a list that isn't playing out soup and tandoori roast chicken on the same round, especially not when they're playing soup on the one character that would have actually utilized the damage buff from tandoori roast chicken. Like, I don't know. Hopefully Lanyan isn't too big of a Crab buff. Or hopefully, you know what? Hopefully the day one deck that the Chinese player base tests out this patch is Crab, so that they actually stick to crab the whole patch and they realize how good it is and it finally gets nerfed. Because I don't want to see this shit all patch.